Got a same game parlay, three-legger in the WNBA tonight between the Valkyries and the Sky. And then we got a few other props to go over. Welcome everyone to the Prop Line. I am your host, Andy Lang. We dive deep into the props betting market. No time to waste. Let's get on with our same game parlay of the day. All right, we're going to go to WNBA, and we're going to take a look at the Valkyries and at the Sky. You got two teams, I don't want to say completely going in different directions, but the Valkyries playing fantastic. Chicago Sky kind of stumbling their way through the season. So we're going to take the Valkyries minus 3.5 on the alt spread. Normal spread, I believe, is 9.5. So we'll drop this down to minus 3.5. We'll take Tiffany Hayes to have 5+ points. And we'll take the alt total of over 150.5. Put those all three together, and that is minus 114. I played that over on FanDuel. Let's go through the different legs here. The Valkyries, they've won 4 in a row by margin, 13-2 straight up last 15, which is just crazy, the run that they're on. They are at home. They've had plenty of rest tonight. They should be fresh. The Sky have lost 5 straight road games. They just lost by margin to the terrible Seattle Storm team on the road. They give up the most rebounds in the league. There's a lot to like about the Valkyries. I honestly think the Valkyries may cover straight up tonight, but for the same game parlay, we'll take the alt spread. Hayes has been scoring really well, 11, 15, 12, 9, 14 the last 5 games. These two teams played way earlier in the season, and Hayes was hurt, so she did not play in that game. For what it's worth, she scored 13 and 13 last year against the Chicago Sky. So we don't have any history against the Sky this year, but last year she played well. And then the over 150.5 on the alt total. Listen, the Valkyries have been doing it with defense. That's been the engine that's running this winning streak. But the totals have been going over, flown over this total in the last 6 games. And the Sky, their defense is not very good. Their offense is decent, but they've gone over this total in their last 12 games. So there's a lot to like about this one. All right, so Valkyries minus 3.5, Tiffany Hayes 5+ points, and the over 150.5 on the alt total. I know some of you have been like, no more WNBA. I'm going back to it. We're going to hit this one. I promise you. I promise you. All right, we've got a few other props to look at. So Tiffany Hayes to me is interesting. Her point total is 8.5 in the props betting market. Like I said, I went over 11, 15, 12, 9, and 14 the last 5 games. I get nervous in WNBA when they get to like the 5 or 6 game streak. In NBA, you'll have guys go on streaks 10, 12, 15 games, especially in the made threes category. WNBA just doesn't seem to get that far out. So when you get to 5 or 6, the 8.5 worries me a little bit. Like this screams 7-point game tonight or an 8-point game tonight. But maybe she continues a streak to 6. You want to go to Major League Baseball? There's a couple pitcher props that are interesting. Tyler Mahle, 18, 17, and 18 outs the last 3 games. His prop today is 15.5. So they're basically daring you to pick whether or not he comes out for the 6th inning today. So that's an interesting prop. The Braves, what's going to keep me off of this one is the Braves only used 3 bullpen arms yesterday. So if Mahle makes it 5 innings and gives up a couple runs, they probably turn to their bullpen. Luis Castillo strikeouts prop is 5.5. Weird number because he's gone under in 10 straight games. He's not a huge strikeout guy. The opponent is probably what's dictating this number. The Reds can strike out a lot. We've done well taking overs on pitchers that go against the Reds, but they've been better the last 3 games, only 8.3. So that's going to keep it. Me personally, it's going to keep it off of the client card, but those are 3 props that are fairly interesting to me. Got some really good specials going on over at Wager Talk. First off, free picks page. Always check out the free picks page. We'll put some, I'll have a WNBA prop that's up there later today, maybe even an MLB one. But if you're looking for client plays, these are the ones that we play with our own money that get sent out to clients, all access. We got some really good specials. The first is we're running our smash and grab combo. It's only $2.99 and it gets you all of our MLB plays and MMA plays for the rest of the year for the rest of the year. And we have a 5% that is up this Saturday. So MLB props have been running really strong, coming off a loser last night. But MLB and UFC have just been on an absolute tear. So you want to get those for the rest of the year. It's a monster discount. Check the normal price, like $6.99, but we got that marked down to $2.99. We're still running our buy 3 days, get 3 free. $69 gets you a 6-day pass, so that gets you all the way through the weekend. We're going to have a few auto racing plays up later today. WNBA best bet on the spread is already up over at wagertalk.com. So there's really good specials. I keep telling people, don't buy one play, get a special. There's a ton of specials over on the specials page. And we're also running our special, get all plays all the way through the year. I believe that's $6.99. $7.99 over on the specials page, but that's a more long-term approach. I get it. It's a big ask to spend that much money, but it's why we try and run these discounts so you guys can get on more long-term. Gives you a chance to see what we can do for your bankroll. So, all right, that's going to do it for us. Hit the like button, drop a comment. Appreciate you guys for watching. Let's have a big Wednesday. Good luck on your bets. We'll see everyone tomorrow.